They got these little security things too. They can get a lot of their face recognitions right here. On dog night out, we'll get a lot of them that way. When we have dog night out. I wear this thing like right under my chin, and you wouldn't even believe what that does to speaking. This thing right here. It's like speaking with a muzzle. It's very strange. But anyway, we'll catch a lot of them on dog night out, and we'll have peace again, and I'll have my family back. The rule of thumb is Alfred Hitchcock always got even, because the even numbers are north by northwest. That's how I always remember it. South by southeast are oddballs, because they're from Florida, is what I always say. So the odd numbers are south by southeast. Even numbers are north by northwest. There it is. All right, we are headed to Sonic, and we're gonna write the scene between James McGill, known as Slippy Jenny. I'm just joking. James McGill, known as Slippin' Jenny. No, he's Slippin' Jimmy. Hang on, I gotta go. And Kim Wexler. We are headed to Sonic. I'm gonna write a scene for Skinny Pete and Friends, a sequel to Better Call Saul, that involves James McGill, known as Slippin' Jimmy, and Kim Wexler. Slippin' Jimmy is also known as Saul Goodman. It's James McGill and Kim Wexler after prison. So James McGill has been released from prison. He's already met with Skinny Pete and Badger, and he's basically at a True Blue Hilton in one of the rooms with the one and only Kim Wexler. They're watching Rebecca. It's an Alfred Hitchcock movie. And Kim Wexler is sipping on wine and eating popcorn. Just one glass of wine. James McGill has become a born-again Christian and is reading the Bible. He's been that way since prison. And he's reading the Bible. And there's a Samsung TV. I know that's the image. Samsung TV. And there is I'm going to have to look or to really remember. There's something else in the scene. And the True Blue thing. True Blue Hilton. And I'll have to find out what it is. But anyway, they're watching Alfred Hitchcock. I remember now. Kim Wexler's in her pajamas. Yep. She's wearing these Hello Kitty pajamas. that are pink and white. And then Slippin' Jimmy, which is known as James McGill, he is wearing a bathrobe. And he's celebrating his freedom. Okay. I gotta do that pretty much right now. Corn dogs have jumped up to $2.15. When were they 99 cents?
Last Tuesday.
Last Tuesday, and it's every Tuesday. They're not.
No, it's not every Tuesday. It's like once a month or so.
Really?
Yes, sir. And they run different promos.
We're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to do a corn dog for $2.15. I'm absolutely floored. All right, let's do one corn dog for $2.15. All right, a corn dog, please. All right. So we only got a little bit done, but they wouldn't let me pay at the kiosk. I couldn't figure out why. So I'm swinging around to another one to try to pay. And we're gonna go with this one right here. My cousin's favorite number, Robert Cam's favorite number, is 2. It used to be 3, but now he likes 2. A long time ago, he liked 3, but he learned to like 2 because he's no longer in the entertainment business. Because I went to the actor's studio. You don't mess with the actor's studio. Nobody does. You don't mess with the actor's studio. Do not, please, do not mess with the actor's studio. Those guys mean business. That's why they discovered James Dean and Marlon Brando. We're gonna wait for this to work. We're gonna pay it right here. Yeah, you told me to switch stalls. That way, yeah, so that way I can make the payment right here. $2.15 for a corn dog. Not believe that. Yeah, don't mess with the actor's studio. Just don't do it. Her name is Jennifer Quarles. That's my Kim Wexler. Jennifer Ann Quarles. She's my wife, and she's telling me to grow up. No, I'm just joking. She's not my wife. She's just my high school sweetheart. She was once my wife. She was my past wife of mine. A long time ago, she was my wife. So she started drinking alcohol with a bunch of Mexicans. I told her to get lost, and she went to Austin. All right, here we go. God bless. I do appreciate you. Thank you, sir. No, one more thing. Is this the receipt?
Yeah.
God bless. And they gave me my receipt. Angel and I were sitting at a Sonic. This black guy comes looking right at our window. And I called corporate and had him fired. They gave me ketchup and mustard, but they failed. They failed. No napkin. Should be always a thumbs up. Hey, can you bring me a napkin? And I'll give you a big thumbs up. He gave me a big thumbs up. Jennifer Quarles likes corn dogs. She likes the corn dogs from the state fair. And this is what we worked with at Hardwood Products in Maine. We served her corn dog sticks so she could have her corn dogs for 15 months. Because she's Catholic, and I had to pay a price when Jesus already paid it for me. That's why I left and became an actor. Because Jesus Christ died for my sins, not Jennifer Quarles. She didn't die for anything. And really, nobody knows who she is. But I know what she does. God bless. I appreciate it. I'll share that with you later. because I know her boyfriend / husband's watching. He's a white dude. I gotta go to Burger King. There's Burger King on Harry Hines hit me in the chin. I wrote a book about it. It's about a 300-page book called Chin. There's also a part 2, which I added onto it the other day. It's got a beautiful ending. Beautiful ending. It's about a woman that's confused about Jesus Christ, and she decides in the end to baptize herself in the bathtub. She goes under the wrong side of the bathtub, so she's flipped around. Her legs are on the wrong side. She goes under the water and submerges herself. Her hair goes into the drain. The drain catches her hair, and she can't come up from the water. The water goes into her lungs and drowns her because she wanted to baptize herself. That's how her life ends. She's got a catchy name in it, too. Never try to baptize yourself. You never want to do that. You always want someone to baptize you, because Jesus said to baptize and heal others. So baptize another person in his name, and then you'll be baptized. I've been baptized twice. Once by the Anglicans, which is sprinkled, put anointed right here. They anointed oil right here. That was Anglican. And then I was baptized by the Baptists with full submersion by Carter Cox. It's a true story. Dang good hot dog, the best dang, oops, because the Catholic are watching, so are the English majors. The best corn dog I've ever had. Now let's go pick up your Burger King and drop it off at your doorstep. Or what a theater arts person taught me. It's actually got to move the head. All right, we're gonna go pick up your Burger King. We'll be there in 3.2 miles. It'll take 8 minutes. We'll arrive at 9:25 in the post meridium, as in PM. Isn't that exciting? Believe it or not, this is an exciting thing. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it's an amazing thing. I've got the most powerful phone in the world hooked up to a USB that goes into my car right here. Then it reads my phone, and I can drive around and look on this monitor and see exactly where I'm going. So I can pick up your Burger King. Well, I've got to order it. So I got to get there and order your hamburger and your French fries and your malt or your shake, whatever it is you like, or your soda. And then I get to drop it at your doorstep. There's nothing more exciting and beautiful in the world than feeding someone. It's the most beautiful thing that you can do. True story. We got. All right, we're picking up the Burger King. I think that was in slow-mo, but we're gonna deal. Oh my gosh, look at this kitten. It's a little kitten. It's a stray kitten. He's coming right to my car. He has no fear. He's going after the butterfly. It's a butterfly. He just now ate it. He's eating a butterfly. The squirrels can do that because I just wrote a thing about the children's story. They're going to get dry cat food from the farm to feed the cat while they go on the boxcar ride. But maybe there can be some butterflies or something that the cat eats when he's hungry. The cat eats a butterfly. Hello, hello, hello.
How can I help you?
Well, let's see. What is the Spider-Verse?
It's the Whopper, but it's red because of Spider-Man.
So the bun is red.
Yeah.
Is it spicy?
No, it's just food coloring.
Oh, it's just food coloring.
Yeah, it's just dyed red.
Now, if I get the Spider-Man Spider-Verse, do I get the drink that has Spider-Man on it too?
If you get the combo, yes.
No kidding.
Yep.
Really? I did not know that. But now I do know it. You know what I just did?
Yes.
I just took some money from Adam the Woo because I just now learned about. When y'all start doing this?
The Spider-Verse combo?
Yeah.
The 15th.
Of this month?
Yes, the 15th of this month to promote the movie.
To promote the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, the movie. That's
Okay,
coming out.
now watch Adam the Woo's channel. He's from Florida. He's got a YouTube channel called Adam the Woo. He is going to do the Spider-Verse combo, and he's going to eat the whole burger. Because, because Daphne loves him. She's from San Francisco. She used to be called Natalie Travels when she was in sex trafficking. Anyway, I'm going to get something in a minute. One more time.
Mayo, ketchup for the sauces, and then the vegetables are lettuce, tomato, pickles, and onions.
Lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, and onions. Got it.
Sure.
All right. We're at Burger King. There's Spider-Man across the universe. Well, it's the Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse. And then the guy's waving. This is a $5 Whopper Jr. I'm becoming famous. And then we're going to go 4.9 miles. It'll be 13 minutes. We'll be there at 9:45 in the p.m., as in post-meridian. You know how Mexico feels about Morrissey? That's what they feel about me now. You know, all of Mexico loves Morrissey, and they've got crazed fans that hug him. That's how it's going to be with me. Because I'm a Morrissey fan. Just like people go up to Jonah Hill and hug him. Because Jonah Hill is a Morrissey fan, and we all have to be adored. We all have to be adored and loved and worshipped. Just like Morrissey. Stephen Patrick Morrissey. He's Irish, but he was from the English area, Manchester. We're all going to be adored and loved. There's nothing wrong with hugging people and adoring people and worshiping. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the way nature is, or it would never happen. All right. I started the page, I guess you could say the page, I believe it's 9. And maybe it's page, maybe it's page 14. I can't believe I'm already in 14 minutes of the script. It's Skinny Pete and Friends Teleplay, a sequel to Better Call Saul. And I have begun the True Blue Hilton scene with James McGill and Kim Wexler. No bull. True, I have. I've started it. I started it when I got that corn dog at Sonic. So every time I get a little break, I'm going to continue writing that sequence and have it done by tonight. And hopefully the show will be up before sunup, or at least some of it, depending on Spectrum. It's all up to how fast it goes up through Spectrum. If not, then I get it up through Apple. I can send the show up very quickly through Apple. Actually, it's too quick. Apple's too quick. I mean, it slides right up there very quickly with Apple. You wouldn't even believe. It's like snow skiing, how fast that show goes up at Apple. Super, super fast. Their internet's incredible. Anyway, we are going to write that scene in just a minute. And Alfred Hitchcock is playing in the background. Rebecca is playing. Probably just the black and white, maybe not the sound, but they got something playing on the television, I'll put that. And it's Rebecca from Alfred Hitchcock's Rebecca. It's my mom's favorite movie, so I figured I'd have it in the background for this scene. And James McGill is going to talk to Kim Wexler about the Bible. Kim Wexler is going to be very surprised. Like, look at you, Jimmy, talking about the Bible. And then they're going to talk about denominations and stuff like that. What are you, Kim Wexler? Are you Catholic? You know what you are. Are you Protestant? Deep down inside, which one are you? You're either Protestant or... Ooh, we didn't like that. You're either Protestant or you're Catholic. One of the two. Make a choice. I'm also going to get rebaptized. I'm going to get baptized again, just in case. I'm going to find a church to get baptized. Just in case. Right. To make sure it's done by the right people. I'm going to be baptized, submerged, probably by I don't know yet. Maybe even the Baptists, they know how to do it. But I'm going to find a right Baptist church. A Baptist church that really knows what they're doing. And I'm going to talk to the church, talk to them about what I'm going through, talk to them about my writing. I'm going to talk to them about Skinny Pete and Friends. I'm going to talk to the church about everything that I'm going through. I'm going to mention names and everything. And I'm going to ask them to pray for Linda and for sobriety for all people of our nation. And I'm going to get baptized again. Yeah, Rob told me one time, I've been watching your show. It's real dark and sinister. All right, we're going to the TCU campus Kroger. It's a Kroger on South University. We'll be there at 3.5 miles in 9 minutes. We'll arrive at 10 p.m. Linda and I did a little vlog there one time. It's one Linda and I are wearing sunglasses, and we were doing the Glorious Glow Hands vlog. It's a song that we sang. It's also a supernatural criminal investigation show. It's a supernatural criminal investigation show where we also use criminal science in it too. I guess you would say forensic science. But one of the characters is named Colt. The other one's named Catch. And Colt is the guy that has the luminol. It's almost like magic luminol called Glorious Glow Hands. That's the product name of it. So what it does is you can spray it where there's been spilt blood up to like hundreds of years. It can even do research on Abraham Lincoln's murder. And it turns red for male, or actually, what is it, blue? Yeah, it turns blue for male and pink for female blood. And it can tell the difference between animal blood and human blood. They can also catch killers through the constellations, the stars in the sky. It's a supernatural investigation. So they can look in the sky and find a constellation, and they can study the constellation. They can also find the constellation and patterns that people make, like nails in the wall. So if you nail something in the wall in a certain pattern, they can find the constellation that's related to that pattern and find a date of birth from the constellation. They have a program that they can do that. They actually do have a program that reads constellations in the sky and relates that to the date of birth. So they can get a date of birth, they can find the victim, and then they go for a name. So Catch, who's the female investigator, and Linda was playing that character, she has a special ability. She can speak in tongues when she's around spilt blood from a murder. So if she stands over an area, it can be anywhere, and blood is spilled on that area, when she walks to that area and it's related to murder, she starts to speak in tongues. And then Catch knows to spray the luminol and lay the luminol down. Then they start doing the research to find the killers. So they're like Sherlock Holmes kind of thing. Yeah, it's like an investigation kind of thing. And they both work as a team. They do not work for authority figures. They don't work for a government agency or a state agency or anything. They're purely private and individuals, okay? They work for the Spiritus Mundi, the spiritualism kind of thing. And they're both of them are investigators. We have 6 episodes for sure, and the 7th episode, I don't know if it's been released or not, but there's 6 episodes that we already have on my channel under Glorious Glow Hands, which is also a song. The whole entire series is based on a song. The song was created first. All right, well, Shamu is out tonight. You know, this whole quota thing will go away on the New Liberty Party. Actually, to be honest, I'm not going to have any cops. The New Liberty Party. We're going to let citizens work it all out themselves. We're just going to get rid of the entire police force. It's just too much trouble. We'll figure it out. Everyone will be armed. We'll have special people that can get a hold of, we just got to get rid of this policing, this war. We have to end the war. The war's not over. If you see a police car, then the war's not over. That means we're at war. We have to stop policing, and if we do it in our country, it'll be an example of do it in all countries. So if we turn in the badge and the sidearm and we get rid of police, then there's no more war. We'll just figure out our problems on our own. Kind of like the villages do in Islam, or whatever, I don't know if Israel, they do the same thing, but we just get rid of all of them. What gives a state or a federal government or any type of government the right to tell you what to do with your family? Get rid of that too. We'll just live in peace. And that would be peace. That would be bringing heaven to earth and earth to heaven. We would have what's known as utopia. Why not? There'd be no police in utopia. We'd all have peace. And if I walked up to somebody and I said, "Hello, how are you?" They'd go, "Fine, how are you?" And they wouldn't flip out and pull their gun out and act like an idiot. They wouldn't even have a gun. They wouldn't even look like an idiot. So when Linda and I were doing the Glorious Glow Hands, we both decided to find some detective-looking sunglasses because they're kind of private about what they do. So they do show up on crime scenes, but they usually use like sunglasses. We went right over here and we got a pair that was like this for Catch and Colt. I think it looks something like that. Wait. These are my glasses. So it look kind of like this. This is pretty much what Colt would look like. supper. So it's called Health Right. It's caramel apple. It's a fig. It's one Jesus cursed. The calories are straight up 250. It does have niacin, which is great for injury. If you have niacin, it's really good for injury. It's loaded with every vitamin. Protein, 6 grams. So it looks like it's gonna be Drano. They're looking for Drano. This is all bleach. You guys know where Drano is? You like Drano for the sink?
It'll be right here.
Where? Oh, where it says plumber? Do you know where it says Drano? They even have Drano?
Right here.
Oh, they do have it. It's a good brand.
Place your item in the banking area. If you have system processing, swipe or insert card and follow instructions on pin pad. We are unable to complete your order. Touch Go Back to retry or select another. If you have coupons, press Coupon. System processing, swipe or insert card and follow instructions on pin pad. We are unable to complete your order. Touch Go Back to retry or if you have coupons, press Coupon. System processing, swipe or insert card and follow instructions on pin pad. Remember to take your receipt.
You don't ever mess with a banker. Learned that from Shawshank Redemption.
Good night, thank
God bless. All right. We got it. The one and the only. Your liquid Drano. So liquid Drano is coming to your door. I hope you get rid of that clog. What I always say is use liquid Drano, get rid of the clog, and remember, it can make your eyes fog. Or get yourself one of these. They're really, really good for you. They're basically Health Right. It's daily micronutrient bar. So get one of these. It's caramel apple fig. Even though Jesus did curse the fig. All right, we'll be there in 2.5 miles, 9 minutes, 10:43 in the PM. We'll drop off your liquid Drano. All right, there he is. Sam. There he is, good old Sam. Sam Elliott from The Star Is Born. The guy that did that was honoring Bradley Cooper. It should have been a thing of Willie Nelson or something. I don't know who is honoring, but I guess it was Sam Elliott. I don't know why he's not that popular, but he's on the old Travis McKnight Gunsmoke building that's now John's Grill. Because Travis McKnight went out for all broke, went out to California to start his big family. His brother, I think, lived and died on the street in Fort Worth. Jordan McKnight, I don't know. He may have been freed. I don't know what happened to him. Jordan, I don't know what happened to Jordan. Nobody knows. I was told by Jordan that he was living under a bridge by Pascal High School. That's what Jordan told me. I don't know where he's at. Jordan got a hold of me. And he could have been lying, though. And then he told me that I would lose everything. I'd lose my wife and kids and everything. Jordan was an alcoholic. Taylor Sheridan's in town. Oh, we got my vlog. This is Pascal High School, where Taylor Sheridan went. Right there. I went there too. So did Rob Vasquez, and so did Annie Jackson, also Angela Johnston. John David Templin was our teacher, and Bob Reed taught like right here. The creative writing teacher. John David Templin was our theater arts teacher. We were all in drama together. as in dramatic arts. Bob Reed was on the other side of the school, and they didn't like each other very much. Bob Reed and John David Templin. Bob Reed was a real skinny guy, wore a bow tie. Anyway, that's where Jennifer Quarles and I met and fell in love with each other for all of time. No matter what you do, you won't break up our love that we have for each other, regardless of marriage and the institution. We will stay in love with each other for a long time because you always love your high school sweetheart. It's a true story. It's true. You always do. As long as we have that love beating through our veins, then they can't stop us, no matter what we do. We'll still have the love. And you have love in your heart, you can do anything. All right, we got to find this one. I don't know why they would do this. It has to be the corner one. They just don't do clear addresses. I just don't see why they would do this. It's got to be that one. There's no address. That one says 201. It's going to be 2000 or 21. I don't know. It's 2001. I don't know. I don't know everything. I wish I was God. I wish I did know everything. It'd be easier. Life would be so much easier. And there's nowhere to pull back on that either. You can't go back. Oh, you can go back there. You can always go back. Actually, you can do anything you want. That's what I've learned in life. You can do whatever you want in life. You just have to keep trying. You just keep trying. You have to, because the harder the task, the more tries it takes. That's what I always say. Just keep trying. We're still going back this way. It's gonna have to be this one. I don't see any other option. It'd have to be this one. I barely have enough room to get around right here. These are like worse than apartments almost. These are supposed to be houses. It's like middle of the night. I guess they had a plunging problem or something. Assuming it'll probably be this one. So James McGill's going to read Amazing Grace, the song, which is stuck in the Bible that was given to him. Okay. So he reads, James McGill reads Amazing Grace to Kim Wexler. And the Bible was given to him in prison. By an old friend from high school. His old sweetheart. Her name is Jennifer. And I know this sounds funny. Squirrels. That's her name. Jennifer Squirrels. Her name is Jennifer Squirrels. It's a real name, though. And he used to make fun of her name all the time in high school and call her Jennifer Squirrels. It's true. And she used to always tell him to grow up. He was going to tell this to Kim Wexler. He reads Amazing Grace to her. Not all of it, but most of it. And he said, I learned this in prison. I want you to hear it. I know you've heard it before, but I want you to really listen to it. Close your eyes and listen to this amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now can see. And I was given this Bible by a friend, an old high school sweetheart named Jenny Squirrels. And I used to make fun of her last name because it was Squirrels. It's a weird last name. But that was her last name, and then she gave me this. And when we dated in high school, she always told me to grow up. That's what she would always say. Would you grow up? Grow up. And to this day, this very day, as I sit here in this true blue Hilton with you, Kim Wexler, watching Rebecca by Alfred Hitchcock, I think of those words. And Kim Wexler says, what, in Amazing Grace? He says, no. The words grow up. Cut. That's the scene. Now, I already have part of the scene already written, but I'm not posting it on Facebook yet. So if I post it on Facebook, I do. If not, then don't worry about it. All right? Y'all have a good night. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now can see. Y'all have a good night. Signing off, May 24, 2023. Good night. Good luck. Godspeed. My real name's Jonathan, by the way. There he is. The one and the only Edmond Tuxedo Cassavetes. Are you ready for your wet food well? There's his well shark tunnel. All right, Kitty. We do get to work on Skinny Pete and Friends, the teleplay. The sequel to Better Call Saul. My favorite show of all times. Better than I Love Lucy. A classic. And they will do it one of these days and it'll be done. Sorry, Kitty. Food only for you. Only words for me. If food be the music of love, play on, Kitty. Play on. We're gonna turn it into a cat commercial. Like we always do. You can't beat love. You never can beat love. You can certainly try. Sometimes, occasionally, it wins. Some people occasionally do beat love because of their persistence. They actually conquer love. It happens. It has happened before in history. Here we go. Adult salmon recipe. It's real salmon ingredients. Simply nourish. Here we go, kids. This is what it looks like. We're doing this amount for Kitty. The second serving of wet. He gets it in the morning at night. Let's work on Skinny Pete and Friends, okay, Kitty?